What's up, folks? This is Acid Roots. I'm gonna review the project Gadget did called the Freaky Fly EP. So basically, Gadget is like a secondary vocalist to Deuce's group Nine Lives. It's been a while since Nine Lives has really been prominent, but this Freaky Fly EP came out in 2018, so that wasn't that long ago. That's the most recent project that we've gotten from Deuce also is his Nightmare EP, which came out in early 2018. So I don't know when this project came out, but it was probably around the same time. They probably had intentions of kind of having like another wave because Deuce's Nine Lives album came out way back in 2012, but then he took several years off, and I think it was because of the label or something like that. But so Gadget's about the only person that I have seen from Deuce's collective that's managed to actually put out a full blown project. I think there was a cat named like Belay or something that dropped a mixtape, but in terms of like an actual project that you might be able to purchase, it seems like this is about the only one. So Gadget has this credit to his name, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is another project that's just gonna get a 10. I mean, the only slight to it is just the fact that it only has 4 songs, but all 4 of these songs on this project I did enjoy. So that's kind of the thing. Jackal Goldkick kind of helped introduce me to this project. He showed me the song Freak Show. I might do a video down the road talking about what he thought about that song, but so basically, Freak Show is a pretty wild strip club song, and it had a music video in it, and that's of course, Bonanza and that. So that's kind of a strip club song, but then Rocket Ship felt more like a club song. Porn Star felt like a rave song, and then Aeroplanes felt like just a completely stoned out of your mind song. So I know obviously I'm kind of summing this up relatively quickly. We're only 2 minutes in, but this project is only 4 songs, so there's not much to talk about. So yeah, just to kind of go in on some of that, like Freak Show is probably the most wild song on this project. I mean, it's real hype, it's energetic, it's fun. I think that kind of thing about it. But like I was saying, Rocket Ship is just more of like the standard club song that most musicians would probably put out as like a single. Not quite as energetic, but still a decent. I mean, Gadget's a fun rapper, and that's kind of the situation. I mean, Deuce was kind of like that also, where he probably realized that he wasn't like the most prolific lyricist, so he replaced it just with like his emphasis on just how his energy kind of came out and just his ability to do it and the vivaciousness that kind of went along with it. I felt like that was, of course, good. So that it's just vivid the way that they do that. And of course, these songs being designated towards the female audience doesn't hurt either. So it's kind of, he's good at doing that sort of thing. Deuce was also. But then Porn Star is actually not quite. I mean, Freak Show is actually the more saucier of a song than Porn Star is. That's kind of the thing. I mean, Porn Star feels like another club song, but it kind of feels more rave related. Felt like a different kind of feel than Rocket Ship. So that's just kind of the thing there. And then Aeroplanes, like I was saying earlier, that song just felt like you're on like some sort of trip and you're just kind of floating, walking up the street, some shit like that, completely floating out of your head, just noticing shit, being specific and kind of being observant. I mean, that's kind of what it felt like, was a kind of stoned, kind of observant kind of song is kind of taking in and stopping and smelling the roses, despite the fact that it's really not a happy-go-lucky kind of song. Well, it is, but it's trippy, is what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of the remark. So this project would get a 10, and I do feel like it's good. Has some stellar stuff on there. It makes me wish that we would get more stuff like that from Gadget, because it was just so random, happened out of nowhere. It just happened to be like explosively good, and I'm surprised that there's not more stuff out there like it. I don't know where Deuce went. He's been dropping songs on Spotify that I've seen, and Gadget might have been also, but they need to get more full-blown projects out. I mean, even if they're just EPs like this, 4 or 5 songs or something, I would still prefer that. But there you have it. So this project gets a 10. I'd probably have to give the social score. I'd have to say the social score is stellar also, just because Gadget dropped music videos to I think at least Freak Show and Rocket Ship. So there was promotion for this, and they're vivid music videos. I think you'll have fun with them. They're fun songs, and it just goes to show that we could use more stuff from Gadget. I definitely think that that's kind of the situation there, is trying to talk about that. And then I just would have to say on top of that, I also could have used a song where Deuce would have been on there as well. I mean, obviously, I think he had something to do with this project coming out, so maybe it would have been an extra thing to get him on there and kind of get some collaborations going. But other than that, I mean, this is basically a stellar project from these guys, and it does the job of I mean, to me, it just kind of feels like a placeholder because there's so little offering, and Gadget, really, this is about the only thing he has. But for what it is, I mean, the three club songs plus the Get Stoned song are all stellar, and they have like their perch to them. It just is kind of, I mean, it just leaves you hungry for more. We'll put it that way. So